It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Robbie Anderson. He's coming off a game where he cleared the century mark with ease, over 150 yards. It's the Bengals and the Bucs on EA Sports.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Tampa. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now his second season out of North Dakota State.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
Throwing first play is Lance. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Throwing again on second down. Lance. He'll get this to counter underneath. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent gain. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lance. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They go play action with Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 31. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. They just pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw again on second down. Brissett. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Raheem Mostert, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
To throw, it's Lance. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. On play action, Lance. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose, and the Bengals grab it. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll find a man over the middle, Tutu Atwell. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap. So
their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Brissett's throw pulled in by Atwell here. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him, because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult, because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Here's Lance to throw it. And a little floater there is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Roquan Smith with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Fielded at the 33. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, Brissett. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
A handoff running left is Mostert. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Delay of game,
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still third down.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Brissett. And unable to connect, incomplete. But give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs ready to take over once again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing now is Lance. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Roquan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. First carry for James Conner. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is taken around the 12. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Brissett. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second down at 5. Out of the gun, Brissett. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Second down, here's Mostert again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Brissett now. And this pass caught by Gray. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Throwing, Brissett. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Brissett to throw on first. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. They'll throw again. Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Brissett sets to throw it. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They've gone to the 2nd quarter now in Denver, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Back now comes Tampa Bay. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Lance now to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Speedster Raheem Mostert and the rest of this offense out to start the drive. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Brissett on 1st down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. That is caught by Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st down for Cincinnati.
Into the air once more, it's Brissett. It completes it once more to Anderson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 5-yard line.
Delay of game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Brissett. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Anthony Schwartz from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is now 24. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but The way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this. Oh, Connor loses it, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
Brissett's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
A gain of 16 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run right side with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chip in. And his kick is indeed good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll run with Mostert. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Brissett. Flush to his right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete from the 21. It's 2nd and 10.
He was defended by Tracy Walker.
Working from the gun, Lance. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Jake Bailey now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for the Bengals. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They go play action with Brissett. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brissett. Eluding the... And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Runs over him. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl A 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he fields it cleanly. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Bengals drive about to get going. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert to the 43, 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. This is Anderson over the middle. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Brissett. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Brissett. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Again, it's Brissett. Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are pouring it on. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of
Play action. Now it's Lance. Out routed. He connects with Freiermuth. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll run the option left. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. On the draw, Connor. A beautiful fake. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And now they'll throw with Lance. A quick throw, but incomplete. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Lance. Dancing to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now a play fake. Lance escaping the pressure right. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Lance. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Lance looking to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. And I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Jacoby Brissett in the offense, ready to begin their next drive. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Cincinnati.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett.
He's going to have the hook up the shorts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Mostert.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They hand it off to Mostert.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Brissett sets to throw it.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
And he rifles one incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
Throwing now is Lance.
Screen pass to Connor. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Taken from just outside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Holding offense.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lance. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Lance going to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Desperation time here. Lance. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Working from the gun, Lance. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Lance. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Lance now on 1st down. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. And this one's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Lance. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Roquan Smith getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Lance and company going on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 116 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Mostert. And he's got it down to the 28. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 22. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves them with 3rd down and just a yard to go. On play action, Brissett. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6, and the Bengals first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mostert. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Bengals, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
it.